The regular recommended daily dose of funny is just not enough. Thankfully, we have extra funny with TJ and Riggins.
Hello. A little bit of a disturbing story here for extra funny today. A man in Florida, he's 41. He confessed to a bunch of thefts that have been going on in the area for 6 years. He's been thieving for 6 years. And he's been stealing pool toys, inflatable pool toys, out of people's yards.
Oh, no.
And he was storing them in a vacant house across the street from where he lives. And when they busted in there, they found like 75 pool floats in the house, including a lounge chair with cup holders, a duck float, a watermelon float, and a float shaped like a piece of bacon. He had also stolen a Shaquille O'Neal branded Shaq inflatable lounger. And according to the police report, he admitted that he was stealing all of these because he would make the sex with them.
No.
Yeah, so he has a pool float fetish, and he would sneak into people's backyards, or in Florida where he lives, they have those screens around the porch to keep the pools to keep the alligators out and stuff. He would cut through that screen and get in there and take their pool floats.
What in the world?
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. And he said that he did that. He had a thing for the pool floats, and he would gratify himself with the pool floats to keep him from attacking women.
Oh, great.
Well, yeah, might as well be the pool floats, I guess.
Yeah.
But he needs to go to jail anyway.
Yeah, he needs to go to the penitentiary hospital is where he needs to go.
Absolutely.
I'm looking at his mugshot here. He's a dirty looking, he looks homeless. And same thing it is with so many of these wasted lives. The sad part about it is that he's got a wasted, luxurious head of hair.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. And why is the Lord going to waste a good head of hair on somebody like that? Well.
And how? Like how? I'm
guessing it's just because you can't put a hole in it.
Right.
Because then it won't, it's just then a flat piece of rubber.
Mm-hmm.
So it's got to be some sort of a simulated type of relations that he's having with the thing.
It just doesn't seem right, but
yeah,
or like it would even work right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I don't think that he's facing any charges for, taking indecent liberties with a pool float.
Right. Yeah.
Because I'm guessing that if you're not out in public doing it, then that's not against the law.
Right.
But it's the stealing part.
Right.
That they've got him on, the thieving of all of the toys. And why does he need 75 different? I mean, how does that work? Does he come and go, oh, and I'm wanting that piece of bacon tonight.
That authentic Shaquille O'Neal autograph float.
That's what I was going to say. Is there no limit to what Shaq will endorse or put his name on? I mean, he has mastered that. He has followed that Kiss routine.
Yeah.
Like the rock band Kiss and all their marketing of all their stuff and everything.
Have y'all seen his new gummies?
No.
Shaq gummies. Well, this influencer the other day on Instagram was trying them, and she was going, These are really terrible. Shaq will just put his name on it, and he will. You're right. I mean,
Well, because he has that deal where if you want him to endorse your product, you got to give him a percentage of the company, like a small percentage. Like I think he owns the part of that general insurance that he does the commercials for, and obviously Papa John's.
Papa John's.
I think that's always part of his deal.
I think these are Trolley. Is that the name? Anyway, of the gummy brand. So maybe he owns some of that.
Yeah.
And it's his face. It's just his face.
Really?
Yeah.
And that's a big brand that they make a lot of the gummy snacks out there. That's funny.
Okay, so this guy's 41 that has the pool float fetish. Let's say he, does whatever he needs to do to pay his debt to society. And he goes and he gets therapy, and he's a brand new man that's in his past. Does he have to tell any future love interests about it? I guess he should. He should.
He should.
He should.
Because, they're going, if you got a criminal record, you need to be upfront about that. And then the questions are going to go, well, why were you stealing pool floats?
Yeah.
And then he's going to have to answer.
I don't want to talk about it.
I don't think there's any way to get around it.
Yeah. I can't tell you, but will you put on this bacon costume?
Yeah.
I'm really into bacon.
Put your thumb in your mouth.
God.
That's the real tragedy. If he doesn't say it, the first thing you Google his name, that story comes up. You bet you're better off getting ahead of that than letting her stumble upon it, because then it's going to be like even weirder somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't think there's any bouncing back from it. I don't think anybody would.
Yeah, but to give yourself the best chance, if he does want to have a romantic relationship with someone, I think you got to, because you don't want her finding that out on her own, I guess.
But I think a lot of women would look at that as that's part of his past. And he's not like that anymore. And if I see signs of it coming back, then I'll get out.
Yeah.
Do you think he only goes after women that own pools, that have pools?
I don't think he's going after any women at this point, because, like I said, he looks homeless, and he says that he's doing that to keep away from women because he doesn't trust himself around women.
Well, true.
Or is he just making that up? Like, it's not my fault. I'm actually doing a good thing here.
Yeah.
Because I'd be attacking women if I didn't have these pool floats. So I'm the good guy here.
Saving people's lives, one float at a time. Yikes.
That is crazy. But you picture like a house of horrors, but then you walk into this vacant house and it's like all colorful and lit up. And it's got all these fun things. You're like, oh, this is fun.
Jimmy Buffett playing in the background.
All these pool floats. We're about to have a party. He's like, no, it's much darker.
Who wants a margarita?
Yeah. And then I wonder if they try to return the people's stolen property to them.
Would you take it?
Right.
No. God, no.
You wouldn't?
No.
Hell no. You kidding me? You can't.
I don't know if that legitimate.
Could he sign it for me?
No. I want that Shaq float back.
You don't know what's been on that. Well, you do know what's been on.
Yeah, I got an idea.
Yeah, we used to have one of those giant swans in our pool when the kids were little, and they named it Zach F. Swan.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love that.
And he would have had a heyday with that thing.
Oh, yeah.
He liked big women. So he couldn't leave these things inflated, right? There's 75 of them in the house. You don't have room for all of those things to be inflated.
Oh, yeah, you would.
Really?
Sure. You could fit 75 in here.
No. Well, depending on how big. That swan you're talking about you had was huge, I'm sure.
Yeah. It's like his, what do they call it? Sodom and Gomorrah or whatever. Like when he walks in, it's just like sexual pleasure from the floor to the ceiling. It must just be like.
Now, I wonder, since he was just using that vacant house to store them, I wonder if he'd just grab one and then take it across the street to his house.
Yeah,
like, I got a date with you tonight.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, because he didn't have room where he lived, obviously, for all of them. He'd just store them. So, obviously, he's living in a nice area.
Yeah, with a vacant house.
Yeah, with a vacant house that you can just go in and out of, and you can use it for storage, and nobody says anything.
Yeah.
For years.
What would be more concerning to you if you had if you lived across from a vacant house and you knew that the people were going over there to just smoke crack in, or if there was one guy going over to that vacant house to hump 75 pool toys? Like, what are you more disturbed by?
The crack house.
The crack house,
Yeah,
really?
because when they go in there, and what they're doing in there is liable to spill out into the neighborhood, causing people trouble. He's just in there trying to hide his business, and he wants as much privacy as possible. So, I would rather that.
I mean, you have a point, because he's not going to bring anyone else into the situation.
And he's not going to take it out into the street and start doing it.
Okay.
Right.
What if you just found out your regular neighbor had 75 pool toys and was doing stuff in there? Would you care?
No.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't. He's not bothering me with it.
You wouldn't care even a little bit?
I would think it was weird, and I'd make fun of it and think, don't talk to that person.
Right.
But whatever he's doing in there is not affecting me.
Yeah.
One way or the other. Just because
I would 100% care.
And if he's buying the things, it'd be no different than having those real dolls and stuff. They're just cheaper, and it looks like a watermelon
And a piece of bacon.
Your sexual fetish is adorable.
You gonna take any of your girlfriends to the lake today?
God.
I hear they're great swimmers.
This is TJ Riggins Extra Funny. It's now easier than ever at the homepage, tjriggins.com. Click the deals button to get all our exclusive best deals anywhere from all of the TJ and Riggins show partners. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
Our friends at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress are having a huge Father's Day sale, and this is where you can save big on outdoor furniture, recliners, reclining furniture, and much more. It's Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress. Go to tjriggins.com/mattress. Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
Let's do it!
Now, back to TJ and Riggins Extra Funny.
Let's do it. Let's do it. My other favorite story of criminals for today, my other favorite crime story, is a young lady. I think she is one of those cotillion instructor, whatever you call the women who teach the cotillion classes and all. Mm-hmm. Her name is Melridney Robinson, and she was arrested for allegedly slashing all four tires of a vehicle, breaking both side mirrors, shattering the windshield, and pouring chocolate syrup all over it and inside it, and then dumping sugar into the gas tank. And police say the entire act was caught on camera.
Huh.
And all they would say was that they believe that it was regarding a, quote, shared romantic partner, end quote. So she got jealous or something and destroyed the car.
Stuck them with the sweets.
Yep.
Yeah. She's like making a cake, chocolate,
Yeah.
sugar.
Turned it into a dessert bar.
She did.
Yeah. I'll teach him.
Yeah. Here's something, Riggins, that you'll be interested in the story. I'll read you the quote. Melridney Robinson just turned a car into a dessert buffet and demolition site all in one. The Shreveport Police Department wrote on Facebook, along with the words, sugar, syrup, and slashing. Oh, my.
It's a good title. I like that.
Oh, God.
So,
Yeah, that's one of your people.
Shreveport, Louisiana. Yeah.
Mel Ridney. No.
Mel Ridney.
Mel Ridney.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
doing?
is MEL It's just all one word, MEL, and then capital RIDNEY.
Never heard of that name in my life.
And she's
Ridney.
cute.
Is she?
Yeah, but it says a shared romantic partner. And so I'm wondering, it doesn't say a shared boyfriend or a shared man. I mean, I'm wondering if this was a shared romantic same sex triangle, love triangle.
Yeah. It sounds like it.
It does.
I think that's what I thought at first.
And in her mugshot, she's got a look on her face like, yeah, I did it.
Oh, she's proud of it almost.
It looks like it, yeah.
Come at me again. I got another bag of sugar.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, sugar in the gas tank is, I mean, that's an old school thing.
Yeah.
It just
Is
gets
it?
handed down from generation to generation because it will really mess up your car's engine. Yeah,
Are you being serious?
Yeah, a lot of work has to be done if somebody puts sugar in your gas tank.
Oh, I was making fun of it. I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what would be the process of getting that out?
I really don't know. They would have to. I think they have to run some type of cleaners through the gas tank and maybe even take things apart in the engine and clean it. Things like that. I know it used to be like the kiss of death.
Yeah.
For a car. You're going to be spending a lot of money on mechanic bills, or you might as well just try to trade it in and get what you can get. I don't know if it's different now with fuel injection and all of that stuff. Maybe worse now than it used to be.
Well, then she knew what she was doing. I was laughing, thinking, what is she doing? But I guess she did.
No, yeah. She knew she was trying to ruin it. I mean, she just destroyed the car, so she needed to go to penitentiary.
Yeah.
Can't do that.
Yeah.
Even if a person cheats on you, you can't destroy their car.
Exactly.
You can't destroy their property.
Yeah.
I'm just floored that they've got cotillion in Shreveport, Louisiana.
I know.
That is remarkable.
Right.
That was never going to work out well for her.
No.
What kind of manners are those? Those are bad manners.
Terrible. She forgot everything, and
She
she's
really
the
did.
instructor.
Yeah. You're supposed to remember what forks to eat with, and now you're
That's
destroying cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She looks so young too.
Yeah, let's see her. You gotta. Let's see this mugshot. Mel Ridney.
Mel Ridney.
Mel Ridney.
Can you see that?
Okay. Yeah.
Does she look young?
Yeah, very young.
She does look young. She was pissed.
And it's and that is so out of character for a citizen of Shreveport, Louisiana.
Yeah.
There are these two British guys that I follow on social media, and they come to U.S. America and they go and try, American customs and stuff like that. And one of their big trips when they came over here was to go through Louisiana and see all of the culture of Louisiana and eat the food and everything. And it was very, very good watching that. They loved it. They're not, Brits that come over here and talk crap about the country. They loved it. Well, one of their videos said, we flew here and we stopped in Shreveport because we looked at all the big cities in Louisiana, and Shreveport, Bossier, was the third largest city in Louisiana. So we said we would start here. And when we got here, we had paid for our room online, and when we got here, this is the room that we found, and it was like $250 a night or something, and it was just a crap hole. And so they started posting about it, and then people started saying, evidently, we're not in a safe area, that Shreveport is not a safe place to go.
Uh-oh.
So someone was so nice in Lake Charles to say, I'm a manager of a hotel, and I've got you 2 rooms if you could get here. And so we loaded up, we rented a car, and we drove to Lake Charles, which is that's a huge drive from Shreveport to Lake Charles. And they got there, and it was a big casino hotel and all that. It was luxurious and all. But they said they didn't stay one night in Shreveport because it was so dangerous.
Oh, wow.
Is it very
It
dangerous?
is.
Oh, God, yeah. Yeah.
Is Lake Charles Louisiana, or is it a different state?
It's Louisiana, yeah.
Oh, okay.
You ever seen that reality show where it has all of the sextuplet girls? They started on the show when they were babies. They were born, and it was like the first set of sextuplets. Are they sextuplets? What do they call them?
Is that 7?
I don't remember what, but anyway, there was a bunch of them. They were all girls, and that's never happened.
Oh.
They live in Lake Charles.
Okay.
Yeah, they were from Lake Charles, and Lake Charles used to be a shithole itself.
Really?
But over the past, I don't know, maybe 20 years or so, they've really cleaned it up, and it's a great place now.
I'm sure Charles is thrilled about that.
Yeah,
he's like, don't put my name on this dump.
Right? He's just like, just keep them off the lake.
Yeah,
I got my fishing spot out here.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they people immediately started, Louisiana people warning them, you get out of Shreveport.
Don't stay there.
Don't be just roaming around being tourists in Shreveport.
Heavens. Yeah,
they
see
would have
skinny
looked
British
that up.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. They were just so excited.
Yeah.
Going to America.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've seen those guys.
Mm-hmm. I like them.
Yeah.
And then one of them said one time he made a video, he said, people don't do this in England. This is my favorite part of America. I'm out here in the morning. I'm sitting on the porch. They don't have porches where we live. People don't just sit out and relax on the porch and drink their coffee. This is my favorite thing about America.
Nice.
And he says, you see the birds are chirping, you can hear them. So peaceful.
Yeah, it's called freedom.
Sitting out in the country in Louisiana. And I was like, he's not going to be out there long. The mosquitoes are going to chase him back in the house. He's going to be saying, the hell with this.
Yeah.
Hot. Hot in a mention.
He's biting birds.
It's Extra Funny with TJ and Riggins.
If you've recently thought, dang, Lindsay's skin is looking good, your eyes are not deceiving you, it's Love Indus. Love Indus is my new skincare regimen. They have cleansers, serums, toners. You are going to love all of their products. And guess what? You get 21% off using code TJ. That's a better discount than pretty much anywhere you're going to get. So go to tjriggins.com/deals and check out my new favorite skincare line, because you're going to be glowing. Your skin's going to be tighter. You're going to look vibrant. It's an amazing product. Check it out.
Buying or selling a house can be one of the most stressful things ever, but the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty can help make your life easier. They're not just salespeople, they're actually real estate and marketing experts. Look, my wife and I always use the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty because they're great. It's just that simple. Let them help you find your next dream home. Go to tjriggins.com/Temple team, tjriggins.com/Temple team, and make sure to tell them that you heard about it from me, TJ, because that makes me look good.